At first glance, they look like a candle. That's it. But federal investigators say hidden inside something much more, meth. Today, they showed us the huge stash they seized here in Metro Atlanta, leading to a bigger crackdown all across the country. 11 Alive's Latasha Givens has more on what they found.
Investigators estimate the drugs are worth anywhere from $2 to $4 million. They were seized after firefighters responded to a Cobb County apartment complex in early February. That's when they say they realized the candles inside the apartment weren't candles at all. They were wax pillars hiding meth that had been smuggled undetected across the South Texas border. That led agents to another house in Forest Park, where investigators say they discovered an active meth lab with 1,300 pounds of pure crystal meth.
This represents on this table about 2.3 million individual doses. So right here we have the ability to get 2.3 million individuals high for about 12 hours a day.
Not only do we have a legal obligation to protect the community to do so, but I believe that we have a moral one. For those who lost loved ones due to addiction, for those who struggle to fight the dark demons of addiction every day, and for those communities ravaged by drug trafficking and drug use.
Investigators say the meth is connected to a Mexican drug cartel, but they didn't say which one. Investigators say Atlanta is a major entry point for meth trafficking because of our highways, airport, and high rental availability. It makes it easier for drug dealers to do business here. On this bus, it's part of a national campaign called Operation Crystal Shield. The goal is to stop the Mexican cartel's supply chain and operations in 8 drug distribution hubs, including right here in Atlanta.